Simply invite you to get comfortable. Find a nice spot to sit down, a lovely couch, or maybe even lie down on your bed or on the floor on a few pillows, if that is what you like to do. Whatever makes you comfortable. And I'm going to invite you, once you are comfortable, to close your eyes, unless you feel more relaxed with eyes open. That of course is fine. But if you do decide to keep your eyes open, I would choose to focus on one single object and one single object alone, not to stare out of a window or into a scene that changes regularly, so that you won't get caught back into the 3D loop during this meditation, during this ascension exercise. Okay. So, I'm going to prepare now to bring Gaia through, who is going to take you through the rest of this meditation. And while I take 30 seconds or so that I need to bring Gaia through, I invite you to start focusing on your own breath. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. You keep breathing and you focus on your chest as it goes up and down. And this is a very comfortable feeling, this simple focus on your breath. While you are focusing on this, I invite you to connect your hands and your fingers in this way, to simply connect each of your left fingers to its right counterpart, and to just let that pyramid that creates rest anywhere on your body, either on your heart or on your belly. Just keep breathing in and out. And I'll see you on the other side of this meditation. Greetings, dear ones. I am Gaia. And it turns out that today I'm alone at the helm, flying the Imzaia Merkava for the first time in this beautiful new space that we together have created as the naughty rebels of the universe that we truly are. Kwan earlier said to you that in order to get where we are today, you traveled through 12 quantum dimensions. And this beautiful planet that you call Earth has existed in all of these dimensions and continues to exist in all of these dimensions. Things are often simpler than they seem, dear Imzaia. And in this case, I have told you a long time ago that you incarnate often, looking exactly the same as you do now, in a timeline, a society that is very similar to the one that you are in now. And such is also the case for all of these different quantum dimensional realities. I will tell you that the original plan of those that created these quantum dimensional realities was not to have a reality sphere such as Earth within the mix, if you will. We were inserted as a code to literally break the matrix, a code that would attract billions and billions of souls, much like yourselves, who had come here for liberation, for unity, and for consciousness. And that time has now arrived. So welcome to 8-12-8. We are going to spend these next minutes to remove frequency and vibration from your system, to bring you into tonality once and for all, and to bring to you those pieces that will help you assist others around you to achieve the same. So keep focusing on that breath of yours. It is pure life force as it flows into your system and as it flows out of your system. An eternal cycle that has no beginning and that has no end to it. When you keep focusing on this, it becomes difficult to know what is the in-breath and what is the out-breath. Because truly, there is no in, nor is there an outside to you. Your breath flow, therefore, is an energy flow that takes you from one part of your being, this one that you are right now, to all the other interdimensional parts of yourself, and back again. That is indeed what happens when you breathe. You bring in the energy of all the selves that you are. You merge it with your own, and you send it back out again. And this is your eternal connection to all that you are. But it goes further than that. As you keep breathing in and out, and in and out, I invite you to start imagining everyone else in your village or in your city breathing in and out with you. As you take your in-breath, so do thousands and thousands of others take their in-breath as well. And even more, as you breathe out, do many around you breathe out. And even more on your next in-breath, as you are breathing in, do thousands and hundreds of thousands of others breathe in with you, while even more are breathing out at the same time. Imagine more and more human beings breathing with you in and out, not only in this moment of time, but everywhere, throughout time and space, is the human race breathing with you, following your breath, and you become the leader of all of these human breaths throughout history, in and out, all following your rhythm, in and out. And as you keep doing so, focus on the animals on this planet, as they breathe in and out with you, through you, part of you. And keep focusing with a little bit of extra focus. You'll start to feel plant life as it breathes in and out together with you. And soon the entire planet, every particle that makes up this earth, is breathing in and out with you. Let this happen. Allow this to occur over and over again. And soon, the sun itself is breathing in and out with you, and so are all the other planets within the solar system breathing in and out with you. Notice now how with every breath a vertical beam of life force, which can appear to you in many different colors, starts to appear as it goes right through your head, your chest, and your belly. It goes up from your head and down from your belly down, 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 into earth, right into the center of the earth, moving through molten lava until it finds the core of light and life force that exists right in the earth. And there it connects. And with every passing breath, the same beam through your chakras also reaches up, all the way into soul, the soul of this solar system, and from there straight towards the central sun. And as you breathe in, so does this beam, and as you breathe out, so does this beam, and everything breathes in and breathes out with you. Focus with me, focus with Gaia on the heart of this planet. Yes, right there. And allow the flower of life energy to start multiplying from that spot with every breath. And notice now how the same geometry starts to build in your chest. It comes with a warmth, it comes with a glow that, if you are not careful, might take your breath away for just a second. But keep your focus on your breathing, so that slowly but surely this geometry expands. And notice now how it also starts to expand from the center of the sun. 3 points. Your own chest, the center of the sun, and the center of earth are now emerging from the depths of creation, and as they do, flower of life geometry, flower of life energy emerges with them. These flower of life fields become bigger and bigger. I invite you now to take these 3 points and to place them, move them in a triangular position around the earth. So imagine the earth. Place one of the geometries of the flower of life right on top, one at the bottom left and one at the bottom right, and see how this replicates in your chest, and see how this replicates around the sun. Allow this flower of life pattern now. All 3 points to become bigger and bigger until it ultimately flows across all of Earth, all of the solar system washes through this energy, purifies and cleanses itself. What you have done in this moment, you have become a planetary creator. You have now placed your own level of consciousness right into the heart of my own, Gaia. And from this moment forth, you and I are connected in an intercreational relationship. From this moment forth, when you allow everything around you and everything inside of you to go quiet, very, very quiet, you will be able to hear my voice at any time. It can come through the voice of any animal on this planet, any form of plant life on this planet, or simply within your own chest. I look forward to receiving your ideas as to how to evolve this planet, what you would like to see created, what forms of life, what forms of beingness you would like to see created. And we will co-create this together. Now, for the final step of this meditation, the most important step of this meditation. Imagine the center of this galaxy, the central sun. Imagine the quantum realities as circles, spheres around that central sun, concentric as they go out. And in each of these circles, in each of these spheres, is a version of planet Earth, a version of you, a version of me, Gaia, and my planetary body. And all of these versions are completely surrounded by the pyramid of flower of life geometry. And at this point, be prepared, for we are about to activate the portal of 8, 12, 8. That is this pyramid that surrounds Earth in all quantum dimensions. And we are going to allow this pyramid portal with Earth inside of it to simply implode. And as it does, it takes Earth in all of its quantum dimensions and all living things throughout time and space with it, outside of quantum dimensional reality, into the tonal universe, into Akineic space. And so it is. Realize now dear human, explorer, dear intercreator of reality, that you sit in a reality bubble of your own, our own creation, with all access to where we have just come from intact. You can go back and forth at any time. But it is from within this space that we are now that we will speak again, and that we will continue to work with you in the creation of the ultimate manifestation of love, joy, freedom, truth, and life. I will see you again very shortly. I am Gaia, and I love you. Namaste. This is Kwan again. Stay focused on your breathing, everybody. And if your hands are still in this pyramid-like position, then I ask you to remove the connection between your fingers now and to simply connect the middle finger and your thumb on both sides to bring that point back together and to allow that point to travel to your heart space like this, simply like this. And with that connection, feel yourself come back into the room. Allow yourself to focus on the reality that we sit in. For now, we're going to give you several hours, if you are watching this, if you are experiencing this with us live, to focus on what just happened. We will be back in the Imzaia auditorium for a lecture by Imzaia Consciousness, and as I said earlier, possibly also Solaris, who will explain in greater depth what has now happened on an energetic level as we travel into the unwritten and into the unknown. So, namaste. Thank you for being with me on this first broadcast in the Imzaia auditorium. I'll see all of you again very shortly from now. Take care and goodbye. I invite you to take your spirit into your own hands. I invite you to open your hands in front of you, and in the right hand to manifest by simple intent that which you call your spirit, that larger part of you, that part of you that has always been, is now, and will always be. It arrives on your hand like sunshine. Simple but powerful sunshine. It cannot be measured. It cannot be weighed. But you can feel its warmth and its beauty. And in your left hand, manifest now Spirit itself. Spirit of humanity, spirit of the animal kingdom, the mineral kingdom, and all of life itself. Within your hands, you hold now the power of Namaste. And if you bring your hands together, unifying your spirit with the spirit of all things, then you understand the true meaning of Namaste. Thrown about a lot in the New Age circles these days, but its meaning is deep, eternal, endless, just like you are eternal, endless. With the unification of your spirit to the larger whole, that which you have called the Merkaba, the light body, the light vessel that you are, speeds up and begins to spin in all directions around you. If it is difficult for you to feel this, for a period of time, hold your hands together. And use your breath. Your beautiful breath to speed up this process. And allow it now. Allow it to blend with the sounds of outside, the joy and the laughter of humanity. If you here in this room can hear them right now, this means that they can feel you right now, and that what is created here can travel through them into the further realms of the human spirit. While your Merkaba, your light body, speeds up, allow the music that you can hear and the voices in the distance that you can hear to blend together with this voice. A voice no different from yours, no more unique and no more plain, just like yours. And allow these elements to create a field between all of us. A field of love. A field of harmony. A field of peace. Three qualities that are native to your soul. Allow this to happen. This is what we call the Merkaba. The light ship of all of our energies combined, and the energies of those outside that are sharing their joy with this moment. From this field, I invite you to observe planet Earth, so many places that you in your lifetime have not yet experienced. But I guarantee you that throughout all those lives that you are living right now, you have walked, explored, scanned every part in space and every part in time of this beautiful planet Earth, this pearl we call Gaia. I invite you now to bring the energy of Gaia into this room. To invoke the presence of of this beautiful system. Let the planet pour out of your heart. And enjoy the rest of the journey that she will share with you. Beautiful beings, blessed be. I am Gaia, and we have work to do. Stay rested, stay in the position that you are in. Make sure that you feel comfortable for what is to happen here in this moment now is the starting point of transition between you and me. As far as the stewardship and the guidance of Earth is concerned. After this experience is over, there will be less of a percentage of me creating this beautiful planet, and more of a percentage of you, humanity, creating this beautiful planet, allowing my retreat and re-entry to commence. So, imagine space. You so often believe it to be black, dark, pointless really, but it isn't. It is very much alive. It is very much colorful. It is very much a very busy place, just like the inside of you. For space, the external space, is merely the representation of the inner space. And while for many of you, my beautiful guidance, that has been a theory long since chewed, it is not necessarily one that has been properly swallowed and experienced. So this is what I would like to give you today. And for those among you who cannot experience life yet, such as those that you call the indigos, the stars, seeds, crystals, and all of these things. The gift of direct experience of life is being given to you by you now. So, imagine space. After all, there will come a time where no longer your body will be made up of flesh and bone and marrow and organs and blood. The time unfolds of light body creation, where indeed the inside is bigger than it appears. As big as that what appears on the outside. Beautiful beings. Within the heart center of space, which is your heart center, exists a pearl. That pearl is your planet. And today, it becomes more than your planet. It becomes your creation. Feel the blue planet inside of you, inside of your heart, and from there let it grow, grow, grow. As it does, there are those that are connecting to you now beyond words, beyond names, beyond thought. These beings are called and have for a long time been called the entourage. Not merely working with myself, Gaia, with beautiful other sisters, such as Cryo. This entourage that manifests itself as a ring of light, moves into position around your heart space. There appear to be only 12 of them, but when you look deeper, and look deeper you can, you will see layer upon layer upon layer, creating a funnel, each circle moving in the opposite direction. This, which once was the entry point into my core, becomes the entry point into your core. Travel through it As you do, you will be faced with one of the greatest mysteries of reality. For at my core, what else exists but more space? The same space that we started with, a different frequency, soon to become a different tone. It is this simple procedure that allows you to travel dimension. And for those amongst you, here in this room or not, that have not yet had the pleasure of direct experience when it comes to dimension, this changes today. Of course, it is so that all of you here and elsewhere, continually travel dimension, continually travel frequency, continually shift perception, and you move from one layer of this third density to another, unnoticed, unseen, unfelt, but it happens. And when it happens, it affects the human being. And it creates a disadvantage if the human being is not aware of what is happening. Moving through spaces where the laws of time and space and physics and the mind work slightly different each time, is bound to create a space in which you, human, get lost. And even the best of you, those pilots that have gone on many a mission out there, will see the benefit of that. You too, inside of you, now, are invited to use the power of this entourage. You will get to know them as each of them stands for different things, different magnetic abilities, different tachyonic experiences offered by each. You could call this bunch the private coming together of those conscious aspects of you that will go through the ascension of all matter. So, get used to this. Time travel. get used to this. For this hard space, even though in the past only called theory by many that proclaimed it practice, will be the navigational system that you will need. And every time a human moves in their minds to yesterday or tomorrow or 5 minutes ago or 5 minutes hence, every time this destabilized the heart space, hold you into different dimensions, into different frequencies, and therefore into different states of being. If only between now and the fulfillment of the movement to the fullness of Ish, that point in time where time concludes, if only between this period now and that period then, you can stay out of involuntary, dimensional, and therefore frequential travel by simply not moving out of the moment of now. You will notice how natural the shift will be between what you have been and what you are. And this, beloved Gaians, does not mean that it is forbidden to think about past or future or any of these things, but that the understanding must exist in the now space, in the now time, that everything occurs now. And this too is a theory that must become practice. Therefore, open your mind to the total overview, the total spectrum of the now moment. You are about to run a planet after all, and this is how things worked from my perspective. To see the sphere that you call Gaia, to see the sphere that you call Earth, from the vantage point that I am talking to you about right now, is to move beyond the linear expression of it and to see the totality of it all at once. And in that way, my beautiful child, Ekra, or Ekara, as you call him, was very right today. You have not physically seen my body revolve around the sun, have you? No. You have been fooled by science. That simple concept alone, the introduction of gravity in one's mind, the introduction of planetary bodies in one's mind, the introduction of the false nature of stars as simple helium balloons that produce heat. Ha! It is ridiculous. But it becomes obvious that these simple elements would create the illusion of linearity. So here you have, instead of a beautiful, complete sphere, a peel like that of an orange that goes round and round and round the sphere, up and down and up. And you walk this path and you think it be linear. Have you ever tried to go inside? Inside of the sphere of that which you call Gaia is where you exist. It is inside of this space that dimension collapses into tonality, and the main difference being that it is your song that moves you through spaces. I always say linearity is a bitch, and indeed it is, for it keeps you on the surface of something which is so much deeper, and you know these things. But isn't that the problem? That you know these things, just like you know that the earth revolves around the sun. In whose universe, I ask? Maybe the mind's universe, maybe the school teacher's universe, maybe the scientist's universe. But is it so in yours? And does it matter? Does it matter? Or would it be more interesting, perhaps, to meet the sun? To be the sun? Would it be more interesting, perhaps, to realize that this body that you call sun is the simple entry point to every other dimension that you would like to travel? And so, we must come to the conclusion that we must place this body, the sun, within the heart space as well. So look again, practice now. Look again for the space within. Look again for the colorful vastness, the taste, the smell, the feeling of space itself. And while we move the energy of the planet from the heart all the way down in the belly, beautiful, beautiful belly, within the center itself of the chest, the light portal that you have called the sun appears. And around it again, the entourage, made up of you and nothing but you. The magnetic and tachyonic and the tonal masters. And again, we make the inner journey provided by the funnel created by the entourage, and we allow the solar body to move deep within. The same simple method brings you to all of these dimensions that we talk about, that you call in most cases planets. How about quick trip, perhaps, to Venus? Do it on your own now. Follow the simple practice now. And while so many would say, Gaia, you must be a bit demented, this is quite easy, and I'm not feeling exactly the effects that you are describing. I say to you, human, yes, it is. And no, you don't. And while these things are indeed taking place, with a lack of full sensation of them, we have come to the point where this thing called mind, this mind trap, this mind box, this matrix, is reanalyzing for you the things that we are saying here right now, and is snipping it all up, the experience that just happened, putting in some bits and pieces about physics and reality and linearity and the fact that this room exists in a certain linear moment, and erases everything else that does not compute its current program. So what chance do we have now? Maybe a choice. And maybe the choice could be that we override the system. In the coming minutes, you will be given an opportunity to do so. And while Kwan was expected to take care of this part of the journey, well, I'm here now, aren't I? Like her, I am not interested in magic tricks like her, I am not interested in a waste of time. So, we are going to do this very simple. For those of you that want this right now, commit to yourself inside, go within, in other words, and transmit to me, Gaia, yes. For those of you who are not interested in this right now, transmit to me, no. And allow the energy response for both answers to come back to you right now. For those of you that have said yes in this moment, a piece of energy of myself, Gaia, is returned from you to me. And it is the very piece of energy that creates your body on this planet Earth. And from me to you, a piece of energy is returned. And it is the energy that now forms your body. And in doing so, you take upon yourself the stewardship of not just this planet, but your reality, your expression, and your experience. In the times to come, we will deepen this. In the times to come, as has been explained by Ekara, we will be able to step into direct experience together, unlocking this part for yourself is a massive step in allowing not only your ascension of all matter, but also the physical return of those that you call the Ascended Masters to take place. So many years, so many experiences, such a vast, vast illusion. And on a normal day like this, it starts to come to an end. Let us take the energy of this room, the energy of this Merkava, and in the next breath, and the next one, and the next one after that, let us expand this invitation to all of humanity. Congratulations. Your path towards proper, practical self-mastery and ascension has finally begun. Quite an anti-climax, wouldn't you say? So, I, Gaia, will leave you now, in this way anyway. And I recommend that you take a certain amount of minutes, 5, maybe 10, to stay within your space and to allow what was said here not to be cast aside, away in another endless, linear, pointless moment. So stay with yourself. Stay with this choice. I will leave you now. And as this body returns, you will have the pleasure of meeting the beauty of my dear, dear friend, Lao Tse. I am Gaia. Stay with you. Namaste.